Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Air Hauler with me, MD-37. So we've been going through the MD-11s, and the next one up is the Lufthansa over here at KICT. Now, we were going to fly from Wichita to Montreal. Couldn't get it done. I was short on time, and then I was having problems with this plane. Sometimes, I don't know why, but with the 747s and MD-11s, if I haven't flown that plane in a while, I think it's due to, bringing in the config files and stuff like that, and then having to do it again when I redo the computer and stuff like that. It says that it cannot initialize that plane with that livery. Usually with the 747, I can go into the config file and fix it and get it working. With the MD-11, I absolutely can't do it. So what I actually had to do was sell our Lufthansa plane and then buy it again. We lost like 60 million bucks. So this is new, but I put it back in Wichita. And for this flight, we're going to go from Wichita to, I'm not sure how you'd say it, Oscoda, something like that. Oscoda, I was going to say Oscoda or something like that, in Michigan. And we've got two actually going in this flight. And Oscoda or whatever is actually the, I kind of thought this was kind of cool. It used to be in an Air Force base, I do believe. It's still an airport, and that is actually the repair center for Kalitta Air. Of course, we have our 747 from Kalitta Air, and I thought that was kind of cool. I like Kalitta. I don't know why. I guess it's because from Michigan. I used to live in Michigan. I don't know. But, yeah, that's like their repair area. Just a little tidbit. As you can see, 753 miles of... There's no Cirrus Star for either one. So probably be fairly close to that. Alright, so it's this G one. I still got to make sure that that's put in this Lufthansa. Move over there. And we're probably going to have to offload some fuel. Alright, so it's 753. We'll offload just a little bit. I think we've actually had more fuel than necessary. I don't think it feels like it's not... It seems like it's not burning as much as it should. So I was going to move this to like 900 miles. That would cut it close. But that'll also help to see if it's the fuel burn is correct. Okay, so I'm going to offload that. Now we got 900 miles worth of fuel. Do a day flight, of course. Yeah, there's no... we got large. We don't have anything but large. There's no heavies. So there's one large, another large, one more. We'll just go ahead and take this large right here, number 4. Hopefully that'll be good, and let's go ahead and move on over to the plane. Alright everybody, here we are at the plane. Lufthansa. I still don't know what WOW is exactly. Kind of interesting. I'm not sure what runways those are. It looks like a shorter one, so that wouldn't be one we don't really want. There's a 19 left and a 19 right, and that's what we want. I'm trying to think. 19. But I believe it's going to be that one. So I guess we put 19 right. Alright. I already put in the fuel and everything. In cargo, you can see, select that. Alright, so it's an auto now. I'm not sure why it has a hard time with that. And the fuel's 57, so it looked like that was correct as well. Alright, so we're going Wichita, KICT, to Oscoda, which is KOSK, OSC. So put that in. Cost index will do 25. Cruise levels. We're fairly heavy. We don't have much fuel, but we have a little more cargo than we could actually put in. The limit is like 210 on the load manager. We actually had a little over 210. So basically on, but I don't know that we can get up to 350. We'll see what that says. Well, the optimal is 340. So we'll leave it for 350. Alright, so let's go to the flight plan. KICT. Let's try 19 right. Either if it's 19 right or left, both are, we're gonna still go direct to ICT. So that won't matter. If I have to change it, I will. Score here. We don't, like I said, we don't have a star or anything. We're gonna be taking ILS. Well, it said there's an ILS on runway 6. Let's go 24. The wind was blowing to the side, so I don't think it really is going to make too much of a difference. Alright. Let's go ahead and take that out. Take out the discontinuity as well. Runway 24. So that should be good. Takeoff and approach. We use 15 as our flaps. 0.0 for the slope. Let's say there's an 8 knot headwind. Outside air temperature in Wichita, I have no idea. Let's put 88 Fahrenheit. And our V2 speeds. Well, our V speeds. We need the V2 as well. 172. I'm gonna check the frame rate real quick. It's up to 30. I put everything on very dense. Wasn't sure how well it would take it. It's all default scenery for this flight, but obviously the PMDG is 747. I don't know if I would call it all that hard on frame rate or not. I did hear on Frugal Sim's thing, site or his weekly news show, that they're actually coming out with a new PMDG is going to redo the 747, which should be sweet. Alright. Let's go ahead and release the parking brake. Start our pushback. We're going up to 35,000. Let's turn on the TCAS. Heading of the runway is 195. There we go. Set the flaps, and then we need to trim it real quick. Alright, that should be pretty good. Brakes and RTO, arm the spoilers. Alright, takeoff configuration is good. Let's get it over to the runway. Not sure if it's that runway or not now. It looks like we're at the end of the runway. Decrease that. Looks like it's right there. Maybe that is the runway. We'll check it out. Alright, in the pushback right there. Parking brake. Taxi light is on. So let's go take a look. See where we are. Alright, yeah, I think that is the runway. Better be the runway. There's only, I think 19 right and left are the only ones that can handle our plane. I think the other ones might be a little too short. Can't totally remember. I can remember 19 right and left both are good for us. Should I have taken the other way? Oh, I don't know how we get to the end of the runway exactly. We'll have to figure that one out. Have to cross over the runway maybe and come back. It's been nice. I've been able to get some good flights in lately. Although I still have a bat in my room. That's kind of not good. I've been sleeping downstairs on our couch. Freaking bats, man. Ridiculous. Thought I got them out into another bedroom, and then apparently I guess there's two now. There's now one in my bedroom. Flying around at night when I was trying to sleep. Absolutely freaked me out. Got no time for some bats. 19 right. So we were right. So let's see. Could probably take off from right there. Well, maybe not. Alright, we gotta go across. Get over to that runway. Sorry about being quiet, but man, I feel so drained. I don't know why, but I feel really drained. It's hotter than hell up here. I don't know why. It's always hot up here, but man, it's just sitting here just sweating. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead. We're almost there. I was gonna say I would just go ahead and cut it. Come back, but we're almost there. Yeah, no reason to cut it. I guess we're almost there. Like I say, I wish we were flying the 747 up there, our Kalitta one. I thought about maybe bringing that over, but that's over in Europe. Would have taken too long when I had time, but that would have kind of been, you know, appropriate to fly the Kalitta Air up there to its repair facility. The headquarters is in Ypsilanti Township. I guess there is an airport there as well. I didn't know that. But I guess they keep all most of their planes up at this Oscoda or whatever they would call it. Alright. Let's just make sure no one's coming. Alright, landing lights are all on. Strobe is on. Go ahead and get onto the runway. As I said, we see the green bar there. We've got takeoff configurations all good. So we could just do a rolling takeoff. Let's make sure we're lined up here. Alright, let's go for it. Set my view over a little bit. No thrust set.
80 knots.
Guess he doesn't do that on the rolling takeoff. Yeah, we needed that extra runway. I think if we had taken off there, we'd be in trouble.
V1. Rotate.
Although there's a fair amount of runway
Positive
down
rate.
there, actually. Gear up.
Gear up.
Alright, flaps retracted. We're right there on the mark.
Flaps up.
Let's roll around to the right. Trying to get our speed up. A little afraid to hit autopilot because I know it's going to rev those engines down.
Auto flight.
Let's see if the speed comes. Yeah, you can see it throttling back. Now it's going to get in that danger area. Alright, let's check outside. I think we're alright now. There's a bunch of different airports over here as well. The Beechcraft, they've got one, their factory. I think there's a couple factories that have their own airport. So there's a little airstrip. And then, of course, Wichita, where we just took off. Which, where the hell is it? Where did it go? There it is. Wait, where the hell is Wichita? We just left. I guess that's the city over there. Looks like there's a airport over there. Alright, let's go ahead and get rid of that right there. Actually, take it all the way off. Oh, we need to get our slats retracted.
Flaps retract.
Increase the range a little bit. And we were about 6,300 feet. Everything looks good. There's not much to see out in Wichita. Like so many places, I guess. But everything looks good, so let's go ahead and speed it up. And I will be back in just a bit. Alright everybody, just slowed it down. We're just across 7,500 feet. We need to be at 198 at CF24. So it looks like we're going to come around here. Then or we're going to go bend around like that and then go to Salter. Either it's kind of odd that Salter's there. Very odd. So I was going to slow it down, but if we're going to CF24 next, why not just go to Salter? And Salter's where you go on the go around. You see, you're still going to be at 2,500 feet. It's kind of strange. I want to make sure we're on. Oh, there we are. Because right there is the runway, obviously. Interesting, because it's at the same altitude, 2,500, 2,500. Now, that's for the go-around. It's kind of weird how this is going to do this as well. Altitude air is Salter. It's not really surprising. It's what we were just talking about. What in the world? We need to slow down.
Slats extended.
Because it didn't even go to C24, it just the Salter. Just drop the gear. Just at 172.
Laps 28.
We are way above glide slope. Yeah, we can't make this landing.
Autopilot.
It was terrible. So we're gonna go to 2,500 feet. We'll come down, I guess, to 2,500 feet.
Altitude.
Let's go up to 225. See if it levels off at 2,500. Good, it did. Should have already had the gear up, but I was kind of working on things. Alright. That was terrible. That, the way it came in. Alright, so now we gotta go around. And, let's put it at 2x real quick. So now I don't even know how I would put in the ILS frequency, by the way. I don't know if that's it or not. Well, it's probably because of 245 degrees, which is what we are. Alright. Still not quite right at 2,500 feet. There we go.
Glide slope's alive.
Glide slope's alive. Great. So I'm not sure how exactly we're going to do this now. Direct to KOSC? I don't know. I don't know. Probably should have done that. To be quite honest, I don't know the systems like I probably should. Alright, let's slow this down to 200. Put the slats out. I guess the slats were already out. Yeah, so flaps are at 15. We need to go over to Salter and then make our turn in. I'm going to bring the flaps back out, actually. Retract them. Seems like there's not a lot of distance between Salter and the runway. When we turn around, we need to go back to normal speed. It's really weird if you were watching that speed. So we do need the flaps out at 15. Make sure that's set. Okay. So I don't know, I'll just use the same landing speed. Alright, we're on 245. It looks like it's taking us right to the runway. We'll use 172 again. Flaps of 25. Problem is our descent. We're only 1,900 feet above the runway at this point anyway. Coming down to 172. But the brakes are on medium, everything was already set. It's right there, like really I can't even see the runway though. You can see it. It still has it on there. It's saying that we're to the left and that we're below the glide slope, which is understandable that we're below the glide slope. Thing is, I don't know what the radio is set to, what their nav is set to. Alright, there it is, right there. We're off to the right. Let's see if we do this. But take it? No. Alright.
Autopilot.
Autopilot's disconnected. Well, at least it's still on there because I can actually use this as my guide. Bring this back just a little bit. Alright, now I got a better view of the runway as well. We're off to the right more than I thought.
Localizers live.
Heck, we should have just come in on runway 6, it would have been a lot easier. It saved me the grief. little low. Alright, now we're lining up better. We're still low though. Go back on the throttle just a little bit. It almost feels like I'm not having any effect on the speed. There, I can hear the throttle coming back now when I cut it back. It seemed like almost like the auto throttles we had on. So I need to get over the right, and we're just a little quick. Alright, so it does say auto thrust off now. That's kind of screwing with me. Because now we're way too low. I mean, way too slow. Alright, so we're getting a little high now. Now we're getting way high.
Too low. Gear.
See how it just does it? Oh my god.
Flaps 35.
Horrific.
400.
Horrific.
Landing gear. Approaching minimum. Minimum.
Sync rate. Sync rate.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Spoilers deployed.
Was not
Reverse
good.
thrust developed.
Even though it says greaser, it almost felt like sounded like we bounced it. That was the most unprepared landing I think we've ever had.
80 knots.
Thank God for the gear warning. Holy hell. Holy freaking hell. Did not have the gear down, and we were still, right when I
60 knots.
heard that, I put the gear down and I realized, oh, we don't even have the flaps fully extended. And yet it said greaser, which is kind of funny. It's like our best landing in the MD-11 and we were not prepared at all. That's so stupid. Oh my god, that was boneheaded. Boneheaded. And yes, we should have gone around, yes. I understand that. I agree with that totally. Oh my goodness. Alright, stop here. Taxi light. Turn off the landing lights. Turn off the strobe. I think it's... did I see it down here? Where are... I think it's over here. Get that sound off. Well, that was just terrible. It was terrible. It was a greaser, though. I guess. Oh, man. Everything went wrong. It just... everything that could go wrong, it felt like almost went... or did go wrong, except for the actual touchdown. But the flight plan changed all of a sudden, and we had to go around, and I just really... I didn't have it set up. All the time it took to go around. Sorry, I had to take my hands off the controls. This way I got over. All that time to get around, and I flaked out, man. Flaked out. Kinda tired of EZDok and its views, man. Changing all the time. I think the facilities are over here. Thought I saw them coming in. Parked this thing. I think it was an old Air Force base. And I think there's a bunch of buildings and stuff. And when they went to go get rid of the base, they actually sold the buildings, and a lot of the public bought the buildings, businesses and stuff. And was apparently really successful. The businesses around her are really successful going there. And then apparently, if I remember correctly, Kalitta has like 20, I'm going to say like 28 to 32 747s parked there that they use for spare parts and stuff. I see some vehicles. If I see any planes. Alright, we'll pull off over here. Might be able to just follow this line and park wherever. Yeah, it's gonna curve off on us. Overcast day. Weather looks. I like that though. I like that. I don't know why. But I don't like flying necessarily on the bright sunny days. I kind of like the clouds and everything. Hopefully we can park here. We're gonna turn around. I got on the brakes a little heavy there. See, now the views are off to the left. It's really just frustrating. Alright, parking brake is on. Hopefully, there it goes. It's all off. Taxi light is off. Everything is off. There's our little beep. And, come on, let's go over to Air Hauler and get paid. Alright, let's go ahead and unload this stuff. It's 100% obviously with the greaser. No overspeeds either. I'm liking this 25 cost index. It seems like ever since we go to 25, we don't have any overspeeds with the weather injection. Could just be a coincidence as well, though. The estimated range, alright, it was 284, and it shouldn't be, because we had, what was it, 753, and we had enough fuel for 900. And we had to go around. And because we went to runway 24, it's even a little bit longer. So it shouldn't have that much fuel. I don't know. I do know I'll get grief for that, not having the gear down. 100% Mobile EDFH. We've already flown that KMA, so we took that to Freeport. So the next one we'll do is Martin Air at Bozeman. We have awesome scenery. If you want, we can do it. We've already done the Olympic one, but we can do that again over at Istanbul and then Kaden. And we could do that one. I don't know. I mean, I guess if we go down the list, that would be correct. And then we'll go over to the 747s, do one of those, do those one each. And then we'll go to the 777s. I got 2 of those, if you remember. We'll do one each in those. I think that's doable. That'd be 1, 2, 3, 4 more flights in this. All right. And the next one, what did I say? Bozeman. I love that airport. I love that Martin Air livery. We flew that from what? I think from Juneau to Bozeman. That's how it even got there. We've got 2 jobs going to Mobile, and we're already in Mobile with another plane. That would be kind of weird. There's some good paying jobs though. Mobile, 627, and then 44. That's over $1 million for it. So the next one might be going to Mobile. Alright, well, that's going to be it for this episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I will catch you on the next flight.
Approaching minimum.
Sync rate.